Greetings everyone, this is Bonnie Alexander with Create Beautiful Cards, and I'm here today to show you how to make this card that I'm featuring in my creative card class February 17th. It features the flowering fields and the flowering tulips. And you can join us February 17th or grab your kits to go. I'm going to turn you down and show you all the parts and pieces that we use to make this card. I'm going to, bear with me. Okay, so again, here's the card, and I'm going to quickly go through what you need to make it. And that is evening evergreen cardstock, cut at 5.5 by 8, scored at 4 1/4. Next layer is the pumpkin pie cardstock, cut at 5 1/8 by 3 7/8. The flowering fields DSP, cut at 5 by 3 3/4. Basic white cardstock, cut at 5 by 3 3/4. I use the Tasteful Labels die for my sentiment piece. I cut white crinkle ribbon at 15 inches, and then I'm going to use a smaller piece to make the bow. And I'm using the Flowering Tulips stamp set. It goes with the flowering fields, but we're just featuring this today. So let's get started. I'm going to take my, I'm going to set my card base aside, and then I am going to adhere my DSP to my, to my cardstock. Well, I got all ready, except I didn't. All right. One thing you're going to learn about my videos is they are unedited. This is me, this is what I do, how I do it, and this is real life. And so we're going to take this piece that we have adhered together, and we are going to wrap around the crinkled ribbon twice. And what I do, how I do it, is I do that, I turn it over, then I know exactly where my seal, my adhesive should go, and it saves me from some adjusting. There always seems to be some adjusting. Okay, we're going to adjust it just a little bit, and we're going to create the bow. Oh. I don't ever make my bows. I only make them on my when I'm using the ribbon. So until I find the ribbon, which is not far because I just did this, we'll set that aside. In the meantime, we are going to stamp our Tasteful Labels die, and we are going to use Evening Evergreen and the Just Thinking of You Today stamp, which I thought I had out, but I didn't. Or maybe I do. Oh, here it is. Sorry. Sometimes if I just don't sit down and do these, I just don't do them. And I really wanted you to see how easy and beautiful this card turns out. So I'm going to stamp Just Thinking of You Today. And then I'm going to show you what I used to make the tulips. And that is, I used 2 different size tulips. I just dropped one of the stamps, which is not unusual. And of course, oh, here I found it. All right, so I used the smaller 2. The larger one will be used on the inside. So we have to line up our stamp sets, and you take the 2 bigger ones, and they're going to go together, and the 2 smaller ones. And what I used was pumpkin pie, the deeper color, and I used Mango Melody. You can do this, you could stamp off, you could do this in any color you really wanted to. I just chose these. So we are going to stamp the larger one. And that didn't come out as well as I had hoped. I may have to well, that just gives it another dimension. And then I'm gonna move everything up just a titch. I'm gonna stamp the littler one same way. And put the littler, you just line them up. You can really tell with the clear photopolymer stamps, you can really tell. Now, because I don't want to stamp on my thing, I'm going to put a little piece of paper under there, and I used a lighter color there, but I'm just going to use the evening evergreen to make it simple. That worked out pretty well. I'm going to attach this with Stampin' Dimensionals, which I have right here, and I am going to adhere that. This set is really pretty and very versatile, and the card class that I'm having, you make 4 projects, and it's going to be using the Flowering Fields and the Flowering Tulips. And the great thing about the class is that it's $30 and you get up to $25 of products. So it really is the best deal around. And I'm going to be using the brushed brass butterflies that go along with this suite as my embellishments. And I didn't get my tools around like I should, so we're going to do this by hand. But I love my Take Your Pick tool. It is the best. It just seems to always be somewhere else when I need it. So, in the interest of time, we had 2 butterflies together. Not saying anything about that, folks. That's going to go there, and that we're going to separate them. Sorry, butterflies. And we're going to put one there. These are little, but what I love about them is they are flat. And I think that's a big plus. So, I'm actually going to steal a ribbon off of another card. Again, in the interest of time, and put that there. We are now going to adhere this to our card base, and there you go. I've already stamped the inside of my card with the No One Deserves a Happy Birthday Better Than You, and with this one I used the only tulip left, the 2 bigger size tulips, and with that you get you can put these little stems, which stamen I think it's called, which make it. So let's adhere that to the inside of our card. I'll put more details in the description in case you missed them. Oh, but we do want to take this off. This is basic white, cut at 5 3 3/4. And there you go. It's a pretty card, pretty easy. Hope you like it. Hope you can contact me if you're interested in the class. Join my email list and you'll get all the details. Thank you. Till next time. Bye.